Hello everyone, welcome to Pharma Chemistry Classroom. Please subscribe the channel so that you don't miss any important chemistry topic we discuss here. Today we are going to discuss a very important and very familiar compound which is benzene. Benzene is a fundamental structural unit of wide range of organic compounds known as aromatic compounds or arenes. So now we'll see what are aromatic compounds or arenes. They are conjugated planar cyclic compounds. Arenes are hydrocarbons based on benzene ring as a structural unit, meaning the largest group of aromatic compound known as they are those in which one or more of the hydrogens of benzene is replaced by some other atom or group. That is why benzene is a fundamental structural unit of aromatic compounds. Here you can see some examples like benzene, which is the fundamental unit of aromatic compound. Next one is naphthalene, toluene. There are very wide range of aromatic compounds present in organic chemistry world. So today's topic of discussion are: first is structure of benzene, second is the stability of benzene. Let us begin by tracing the history of benzene from its origin itself. In 1825, Michael Faraday isolated a new hydrocarbon which was known as bicarbonate of hydrogen, and it was later identified as benzene. 9 years later, Elihard Michelich prepared benzene from benzoic acid and gave the formula C6H6. Structure of benzene. Auguste Kekule is a scientist who proposed a sensible structure for benzene in the year 1866. In 1866, Kekule applied following reasoning on benzene structure. That is, benzene is C6H6, all the hydrogens in benzene are equivalent and there are 4 bonds to each carbon. Based on this reasoning, Kekule was the first to suggest a sensible structure for benzene. Carbons are arranged in a hexagon and he suggested alternating double and single bonds between them. Each carbon atom has a hydrogen attached to it. See, based on the reasoning, this is the structure postulated by Kekule. That is, carbons are arranged in hexagon and there is alternate double and single bond, and each atom or each carbon atom has a hydrogen attached to it. There were some drawbacks in Kekule's model. Kekule was not able to explain the unusual stability of benzene because according to Kekule, the benzene is interchanging cyclohexatriene, so he was expecting benzene also, just like any other alkenes, may undergo addition reactions, but benzene is inert towards this kind of addition reaction, and that was not explained by Kekule's model of benzene. Kekule's structure couldn't explain the formation of only one 1,2 disubstituted benzene. According to Kekule, benzene is a cyclohexatriene which is rapidly interchanging to one another. That is why the disubstituted product in benzene is 1,2 substituted and 1,6 substituted according to Kekule. But these kind of 1,2 substituted and 1,6 substituted products are not existing. Only one 1,2 disubstituted benzene exists. This was not able to explain by the Kekule's structure. In those days, it was difficult to know anything about electrons and its behavior because electrons were discovered in the year 1897 and Kekule's structure of benzene was postulated in the year 1866 and Kekule's era is 1829 to 1896. So the limitations what we have seen, which was explained on the basis of delocalization of electron, was done only after 1897, that is, it was in the 20th century, we got a clearer picture of benzene stability and aromaticity. Now we will see the bonding in benzene in electronic level. This is the structure of benzene. We know that it has 6 carbon atoms and each carbon atom in benzene is bonded to neighboring 2 carbon atoms. See, neighboring 2 carbon atoms and 1 hydrogen atom. Now we will see the electronic configuration of carbon, which is 1s2, 2s2 and 2p2. So from this electronic configuration, we understand there is no enough number of unpaired electron so that each carbon can bond to other 3 atoms. So to get enough number of unpaired electrons, the first thing happen is shifting of one electron from 2s orbital to 2p orbital. There is only a small energy gap between 2s and 2p orbitals and an electron is promoted from 2s to 2p orbital to give 4 unpaired electrons. So this carbon is now known as excited carbon. So you can see here, due to this intermixing of orbitals, that is hybridization, we have now enough number of unpaired electrons so that this carbon, each carbon can bond to the neighboring 2 carbons and 1 hydrogen atom. So this is known as sp2 hybridization in benzene, and we can see there is 1 unpaired electron present in the pz orbital, which contributes to the pi system of electrons to form the delocalized pi electrons. So in this slide you can see the hybridization in benzene, which I have told already is sp2 hybridization, which is due to the intermixing of 1 s orbital and 2 p orbital to get sp2 hybridized orbitals. So the hybridization present in the carbons of benzene is sp2 hybridization. Now here is a representation. We have seen sp2 hybridization is present in benzene or the carbons in benzene. So in sp2 hybridization, there is one pz orbital which has one unpaired electron. So here you can see the dumbbells which are pz orbital, where this pi electrons or the unpaired electrons are represented as a dark dot. So these dots are our unpaired electrons present in pz orbital, and they contribute to the pi electron system of the ring. That is, they laterally overlap to get the double bond present in benzene. So that is how the 3 double bonds are present in benzene, and these pi electrons or these electrons are represented as a cloud of electrons above and below the ring. This is a representation of these electrons. So we have seen the structure and bonding present in benzene. Now we are going to see the stability of benzene. Stability of benzene can be explained by the phenomenon which is known as resonance. So what is resonance? Resonance or mesomerism is a way of describing delocalized electrons within a certain molecule or polyatomic ions where bonding cannot be expressed by one single Lewis formula. So we have already seen in benzene there are 6 electrons or 6 unpaired electrons are present which are delocalized. So there are delocalized electrons present in benzene. That is why it requires more than one structure to represent the structure of benzene. So see here, these two are the resonance structures or contributing structures or canonical structures of benzene. So resonance is one of the important phenomena which explains the stability of benzene. Now we will see the resonance in benzene. The two Kekulé structures have same arrangement of atom but differ in placement of electrons. So these two are the structures. canonical forms of benzene, and where the atoms are in same place but the placement of electrons differ from one another. Thus they are resonance forms, and neither one structure itself correctly describes the bonding in actual molecule. So we represent benzene as the hybrid of these two structures, where these delocalized electrons are represented as a circle in the center of this hexagon. So this is the way benzene often represented as a hybrid of these two canonical forms. We have seen the resonance and the resonance structures of benzene. Now we will see the resonance and stability. So what happened? We have seen already what is resonance. Resonance is a phenomenon in which the phenomenon by which the delocalized electrons can be described in certain molecules. So because resonance allows the delocalization of electron. So once delocalization happened, overall energy of a molecule is lowered since its electrons occupy a greater volume. So when the electrons occupy a greater volume, the energy present in the system decreases. So that is why the molecules that experience resonance are more stable than those do not. So these molecules are termed as resonance stabilized structures. So see here, these two are the resonance structures of our benzene. So where electrons move from its higher concentration to lower concentration and get a new structure. This is second canonical form due to the movement of electrons from its higher concentration to lower concentration. And delocalization, this kind of delocalization of electrons possibly make a new orbital overlap, and which gives additional stability to the system. That is, when electrons from this bone come here, and there forms a new orbital overlapping and gives a stability to the system. So I hope you understood how resonance increases the stability of a system, because resonance allows the delocalization of electrons. When the electrons are getting delocalized, the energy within the system is distributed all over the ring. That is why the energy present in the system is getting reduced. Whenever there is lesser energy in a system, always there is a chance of more stability. That is a fact that in any system which contains more energy, its stability will be lesser, and the same fact can be applied here also in the resonance stabilized structures. So we have seen the stability and resonance. Now the relationship between resonance, energy and the stability. Remember, resonance, energy and stability. Whenever there is more energy, there will be a lesser stability. So to understand, we need to know what is resonance energy. Resonance energy is defined as the difference between the electronic energy of a real molecule and a hypothetical Kekule structure with localized bonds. So remember the definition, resonance energy is defined as the difference between the electronic energy of a real molecule and a hypothetical Kekule structure with localized bonds. Stability of benzene based on resonance energy can be explained by the help of the graph shown. So, evidence for the enhanced thermodynamic stability of benzene was obtained from measurement of the heat released when double bonds in a 6-carbon ring are hydrogenated to give cyclohexane as a common product. So, see here in this graph, these are the cyclic rings having double bonds. First one is cyclohexene, second is cyclohexadiene, third is benzene, and cyclohexatriene, which is a hypothetical structures. So the heat energy or the heat released when the double bonds in these cyclic structures get hydrogenated is compared here in this graph to explain the stability. So we'll explain the resonance energy and the stability of benzene based on this graph, where in this graph we can see cyclic structures having double bond undergo hydrogenation. to get cyclohexane as a common product. So see here, cyclohexene undergo hydrogenation and releases an energy that is 28.6 kilocalories per mole. So next is cyclohexadiene, that is 1,3-cyclohexadiene releases an energy which is almost double the amount of cyclohexene, that is 55.4 kilocalories per mole. So when the number of double bonds are increasing, more amount of energy is getting released. So what we are expecting when benzene undergo hydrogenation, that also will release more amount of energy. But actually when benzene undergo hydrogenation, it releases an amount of energy which is 49.8 kilocalories, which is even lesser than the heat of hydrogenation. That is energy released when a double bond gets saturated is 55.4, which is even more than the energy released by benzene. So when we compare this benzene with our hypothetical cyclohexatriene, the energy thermodynamically calculated energy released is 85.8 kilocalories, which is even more. So when we compare the resonance energy, which is the difference between this 85.8 and 49.8, the resonance energy is 36 kilocalories per mole in benzene. So benzene is more stable than the hypothetical cyclohexatriene. So this is how we can explain the stability of benzene based on the resonance energy. That is, the energy released by benzene is lesser than the energy released by cyclohexatriene, which is almost 36 kilocalories per mole. Difference that simply means benzene containing 36 kilocalories per mole lesser energy than the hypothetical structure. So we just came back to the same point where lesser the energy, more will be the stability of the system. So topics we covered in this session are Kekulé structure of benzene, bonding in benzene, stability of benzene. Stability of benzene we have seen based on resonance and based on resonance energy. Thank you. Hope it helped you. Please keep watching Pharmacochemistry Classroom and like, share and subscribe the channel.